we had a nice, lovely time in Moscow. It's a beautiful city and we were treated wonderfully. And it's just unbelievable to think of what's going on currently.
All right, let's dive into the world of David Gilmour, the guitar virtuoso who's been painting the sky with his mesmerizing solos for decades. As Pink Floyd's six-string wizard, Gilmour's iconic sound has become the soundtrack to countless lives. But he's not just another rock star. This Grammy-winning artist is also a passionate philanthropist, known to auction off his beloved guitars for charity. Ready to take a trip through the mind of this legendary axeman? These days, you might catch him cruising the River Thames in his houseboat studio, crafting sonic masterpieces while sipping Earl Grey. From the psychedelic 60s to today's digital age, Gilmour's journey is a testament to the enduring power of music. However, to truly understand the maestro behind the music, we need to take a step back and explore the roots that nurtured this musical genius. Early life. Born on March 6, 1946 in Cambridge, England, little Dave came into this world with music already pumping through his veins. His parents, Douglas and Sylvia, were no strangers to the arts scene. Dad was a lecturer in zoology at the University of Cambridge, but he had a secret superpower. He was also a mean guitarist. Talk about genetic jackpot, right? Growing up in the quaint village of Grantchester, young David was surrounded by the kind of idyllic English countryside that would later inspire some of Pink Floyd's most epic tunes. But don't think for a second that our boy was all about quiet pastoral life. At the tender age of 13, Gilmour got his mitts on his first six-string, and boy did the sparks fly. It was love at first strum, folks. He'd spend hours locked away in his room trying to mimic the licks of rock and roll pioneers like Elvis and Chuck Berry. Little did he know, he'd soon be the one inspiring countless bedroom guitarists. Now, here's where it gets juicy. During his time at the Percy School for Boys, David crossed paths with a certain Syd Barrett. Ring any bells? Yep, that's the same Syd who'd later co-found Pink Floyd. Talk about a cosmic connection. But wait, there's more. Our man Gilmour wasn't just about the music. He had a thing for languages too, studying modern languages at Cambridge Technical College. Imagine if he'd stuck with that. We might have missed out on some of the most mind-bending guitar solos in rock history. As fate would have it, the siren call of music was too strong to resist. Gilmour ditched the books and hit the road, busking his way through France and Spain. It was during these wandering years that he honed his craft, setting the stage for the sonic revolution he'd later unleash with Pink Floyd. Nevertheless, Gilmour's early experiences were just the prelude to an extraordinary career that would redefine rock music. Career and success. Picture this. It's 1967, and a fresh-faced Gilmour joins Pink Floyd. Little did the world know, this was the beginning of a sonic revolution that would melt minds for decades to come. Talk about a career kickoff. Fast forward to 1973, and boom. The Dark Side of the Moon drops. Holy smokes, folks. This wasn't just an album. It was a cultural earthquake. Gilmour's guitar work, pure liquid gold. The record spent a whopping 937 weeks on the Billboard charts. That's 18 years, people. Chew on that for a sec. But our boy Dave wasn't done. Oh no, he was just warming up. Wish You Were Here, Animals, The Wall. Each album a masterpiece, each guitar solo a journey to another dimension. Gilmour wasn't playing the guitar. He was making it weep, sing, and soar. Now let's talk solo stuff. 1978 saw Gilmour's self-titled debut album, proving he could shine just as bright outside the Floyd. Fast forward to 2006, and On an Island hits #1 in the UK. Not too shabby for a guy in his 60s, eh? Awards? Oh, he's got 'em. Grammys, Ivor Novellos, you name it. But perhaps his crowning glory was Pink Floyd's induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1996. Talk about legendary status. But Gilmour's impact goes way beyond the trophy cabinet. His signature sound, that soaring, emotive style, has influenced generations of guitarists. From stadium rock to bedroom noodlers, everyone wants a piece of that Gilmour magic. Yet, as impressive as Gilmour's musical achievements were, they were only part of the story behind his legendary status. income and net worth. Let's talk cold hard cash. Our guitar god David Gilmour isn't just rich in talent, he's rolling in the green too. As of 2024, this axe-wielding wizard is estimated to be worth a jaw-dropping $180 million. But how did he amass such a fortune? Well, Pink Floyd's album sales alone could probably fund a small country. The Dark Side of the Moon? It's been printing money since 1973. Then there's the tours. We're talking stadiums full of cash, folks. Gilmour's solo career ain't too shabby either, and let's not forget his guitar collection. In 2019, he auctioned off 126 axes for a cool $21.5 million. Talk about making your instruments work overtime. These days, our man Dave's still raking it in from royalties and the occasional project. He might be comfortably numb, but his bank account's still feeling the heat. However, Gilmour's life isn't just about the music and money, it's also about the man behind the guitar. Lifestyle insights. Sure, he's a guitar virtuoso, but did you know he's also a licensed pilot? That's right, folks. Gilmour's been known to take to the skies in his vintage biplane. I guess when you've conquered terra firma with your music, the only way is up. Speaking of up, Gilmour's charity work is through the roof. In 2019, he auctioned off 126 of his guitars, raising a whopping $21.5 million for Client Earth, a climate change charity. That's not just talking the talk, that's walking the walk, people. But it's not all smooth sailing in Gilmour land. Remember the whole Roger Waters drama? Yeah, that was messy. But our boy Dave kept it classy, focusing on the music and letting the tunes do the talking. Now that's what I call taking the high road. All right, time for some juicy tidbits. Rumor has it Gilmour's a bit of a foodie. He's been spotted at fancy London eateries, but word on the street is he's partial to a good old English fry-up. Rock stars. They're just like us. Fashion-wise, Gilmour's never been one for the glam rock look. Nah, he's more of a jeans and t-shirt kind of guy. But don't let that fool you. The man's got style. Have you seen his guitar collection? Each one's a work of art. Speaking of collections, Gilmour's got a thing for vintage cars. We're talking classic Aston Martins and Ferraris. I guess when you've written some of the most iconic guitar solos in history, you need a sweet ride to match. Now let's talk about the softer side of our guitar hero. Gilmour's a family man through and through. He's got 8 kids, yes, 8, and has been married to novelist Polly Samsun since 1994. Talk about a power couple. And get this, Gilmour's not just about the rock. He's a big classical music buff too. Bach, Beethoven, you name it. Maybe that's where he gets those epic sweeping guitar lines from. But perhaps the coolest thing about Dave, he's still got that fire. At 77, he's still making music, still pushing boundaries. In 2020, he released Yes, I Have Ghosts, his first new song in 5 years, proving once again that rock and roll knows no age limit. Though we've seen glimpses of Gilmour's personal life, his relationships have played a crucial role in shaping the man we know today. Relationships and connections. First up, the romance department. Our man Dave's been around the block a couple times, folks. His first marriage was to model and artist Virginia Ginger Hazenbein back in '75. They had 4 rockin' kids together before calling it quits in '90. Talk about a wish-you-were-here situation. But wait, the love train didn't stop there. In '94, Gilmour tied the knot with journalist and novelist Polly Samsun. These two lovebirds have been making sweet music together ever since. They've got 3 kids of their own, plus Polly's son from a previous relationship whom Dave adopted. That's 8 kids total, people. Guess Gilmour's been busy off stage too, if you catch my drift. Now let's chat about the Gilmour clan. Dave's got a big bro named Peter and 2 sisters, Sheila and Linda. Family reunions at the Gilmours must be like a mini Glastonbury. When it comes to friends, our guitar hero's got some serious A-listers in his crew. He's tight with fellow Floyd member Nick Mason, OBVs. But get this, he's also pals with The Who's Pete Townshend and Led Zeppelin's Robert Plant. Imagine that jam session. But the coolest friendship? Gotta be with late physicist Stephen Hawking. Yep, you heard that right. Hawking even lent his voice to Gilmour's 2014 song, Talkin' Hawkin'. Talk about a meeting of the minds. While Gilmour's personal connections are fascinating, his taste in real estate is equally intriguing. Real estate. First stop, the Astoria. This ain't your average houseboat, folks. It's a 90-foot, 3-story floating palace anchored on the River Thames. Gilmour snagged this beauty in the 80s and turned it into a recording studio. Imagine laying down tracks while ducks swim by. That's living the dream, baby. But wait, there's more. Our guitar god's got a sprawling farmhouse in Sussex. Picture this, 130 acres of pure English countryside. It's so swanky, it's got its own recording studio. Because why not, right? When inspiration strikes, you gotta be ready. Now hold on to your hats, because this next one's a doozy. Gilmour used to own a Greek island. Yep, you heard that right. A whole freaking island. He sold it in 2003, probably because it was too much of a commute to Pink Floyd rehearsals. But the pièce de résistance? A 19th century bathhouse in Hove, East Sussex. Gilmour turned this historic gem into a family home. Talk about a comfortably numb pad. And let's not forget his London crash pad. A townhouse in the posh Little Venice area. Perfect for when he needs to hit the big smoke for a gig or two. But Gilmour's passion for luxurious living doesn't stop at property. It extends to his choice of transportation as well. Vehicles and cars. Gilmour's got a thing for classics, and boy does it show. There's his beloved Aston Martin DB5, the same model James Bond made famous. This British beauty has been turning heads since the 60s, just like Gilmour's guitar solos. Then there's the Ferrari 250 GT Lusso, a sleek Italian stallion from the early 60s that's as smooth as Gilmour's vocals on Comfortably Numb. Now let's talk about something with wings. Gilmour's not just a guitar pilot, he's an actual pilot too. He's been known to take to the skies in his vintage de Havilland Gypsy Moth biplane. This beauty dates back to the 1930s and is perfect for when Gilmour wants to soar above the clouds and maybe find inspiration for his next epic track. Despite his love for classic vehicles, Gilmour's current lifestyle proves that he's anything but stuck in the past. Current lifestyle. As of 2024, David continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Despite nearing his late 70s, his passion for music and his ability to create timeless compositions remain as vibrant as ever. Gilmour's recent endeavors have showcased his ongoing creativity and commitment to social causes. In addition to his 2020 single, Yes, I Have Ghosts, and the 2022 Pink Floyd track, Hey, Hey, Rise Up, he has likely been involved in other musical projects or collaborations. Beyond his musical pursuits, Gilmour's personal life has remained relatively private. He continues to reside on his houseboat-turned-studio, the Astoria, and remains a dedicated philanthropist. In conclusion, David Gilmour's enduring legacy is a testament to his extraordinary talent and unwavering passion. His music continues to inspire and resonate with fans of all ages, solidifying his place as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. What did you find most surprising or insightful about this deep dive into the life of David Gilmour? Share your thoughts by commenting below. If you enjoyed this video, we think you'll like one of these that's on your screen now. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.